Just politics?
First, on patent reform will pass now, but Obama's PCSK art card specifically talks about how even in the election year, patent reform could get passed this month, but it needs Obama's support right now. But the plan is going to restart congressional fighting over war crisis, is going to drain his PC amid an already charged political environment in Congress that is wrangling over presidential war powers authority. It will spark the fight. That's Cohen 11. And it's clear that Obama will want to keep his own executive power strong as Silver C9, and the patent reform is key to small business innovation because it puts a drain, because these patent trolls are actually putting a drain on small and large businesses alike, costing billions, and that kills the economy. That's Hoyer 11 and Black 14, and that's going to lead to nuclear war. That's Merlini 11. And on economic decline, our impact. Economic decline causes nuclear war. That's our run-and-see Merlini evidence. Indicates that that causes unlimited exercise of sovereignty and destroys multilateralism and ends in the usage of nuclear weapons. Economic collapse can virtually happen overnight, making it faster than their impacts. Means you should prefer, because you can only die once. We can only solve for these dehumanization atrocities. We can't solve for these dehumanization atrocities if we're all dead from extinction. And this had turns the case. Economic decline short circuits every impact. Feedback loops wreck the primary global stability and environment. Brzezinski 12. Another financial crisis would produce a fast-moving chain reaction, legal global disorder, and no single power would be ready to exercise the world in respect to U.S. play. India, Japan, Russia, and European countries have already assessing the potential impacts on the U.S. decline, and others may rapidly move to regional spheres and more assertive Chinese nationalism, and resulting in regional scramble would become more intense in security. Weaker states located in next majority powers depends on the global permanence and a decline in American power might likely undermine the health and judgment of U.S. economic political system, and a waning of U.S. is more likely is nationalistic and less willing to sacrifice the resources of other development, and worsening relations could even territorial consequences. Another consequence could be the coercion and cooperative management of the global comes as ceiling cyberspace and environment whose protection is imperative, and the global stability. And so that's the impact. Going to do the link work now. Enforcement guarantees that the president gets blamed and spends capital. Kennan Johnson 98. Responses to court decisions have been immediate. The notion of administration and policy apolitical has been discarded. Political actors who follow through the decision make the judicial policy. Judges who are subject to political pressures. Presidential politics become entwined with judicial policies, as in Richard Nixon's 1968 Law and Order presidential campaign. Supreme Court relied merely on to translate policy into action, and the process of translating decision into action is subject to pressure from a variety of political actors. They say that because it's a judicial action that it's going to be shielded from all this congressional fighting, but no, because the courts are intertwined with the rest of the political system, the Supreme Court decision is also going to cause, like the last line says, pressures from a variety of political actors. Means Obama is also going to get backlash. It's still going to cause this political fighting, because who's going to enforce the court decision? Also, the court is tied in political parties. Section 05. Tying Supreme Court of political parties is not new. A warring court of work for the Democratic Party. Republicans on the court use the Constitution to advance economic and cultural agendas. Accomplishments have been thwarted by Republican and EC agendas. And OCOs are super unpopular in Congress. They think it would be unnecessary burden, and the president and the people in Congress would want to revise the plan amendments, causing it to lose support. That's Berkshire from the 1NC. OCOs are politically polarized in Congress, and lots of energy would be used to pass if the plan starts at 12. The debate over how the best to find the U.S. computer networks have gone to Congress in the past 34 years haven't been resolved. It's a huge problem. We have distorted out the authorities, and the huge amount of energy has been expended. Congress has barely scratched the surface of such issues, and Congress is sharply divided. Privacy and businesses issues ensure that the plan is polarized. In current 13, passing was proven impossible to sharply divide Congress, and the privacy issues businesses are what led to the tie breakdown of efforts and the ongoing debate and taking through Washington. And the plan is the source of friction. Burden 12. Cyber warfare cannot one cannot discuss the policies and govern the approvals of conduct CNOs without touching a current issue of source of friction and confusion. It appears to do with more with congressional oversight and power struggles. And Obama is pushing for patent reform now. That's our unique is Obama is pushing for patent reform now. His push is necessary in getting the bill passed through this Congress, and specifically in the Senate. That's Merchant. The passage won't be easy, and Senate top Democrats and tech lobbies oppose the bill. Lee 13 Innovation Act. Conyers and Watts supported a number of groups especially in traditional favors and strong patent protection groups expressing criticism. An Innovation Act including patent lawyers and the biotechnology, pharmaceutical industries, and intellectual properties and owners association.
And on the impact level, extend this from the 1NC.
On the impact level, extend to WHO 11 from the 1NC that economic decline turns social violence, exacerbates poverty, and causes widespread mental trauma. When the economic decline happens, it's going to be worse for those that are in poverty, and it's going to cause more social violence, atrocities than are in the status quo. And all right, and then going back, sorry about that, but it will pass now as Obama is pushing the bill. Myers 3-5. Patent reforms efforts suggest that the president could get this bill on his desk. Congress could make a substantial bill that actually deals with patent trolls. The White House has pushed Obama hard on the issue, urging lawmakers to work through legislation this year's administration's focus of giving momentum. And Obama is pushing for patent reform now. He'll get it passed. Beckerman 3-3. There's no small deal that the president of the United States chooses to make a call for patent reform legislation and so on to the union. And the White House has put the platform and the power of presidency on his effort. We applaud the president's leadership in the issue, and we encourage by the steps and the seriousness of the problem and the bipartisan support for addressing it, and highlight why the Congress has passed the meaningful patent reform legislation. And again, going back to that impact, because of the plan, they say that it's a judicial restriction, so it would avoid Congress, but it's not. The judicial restriction, it still has to be enforced, which is still going to drain Obama's political capital. It's going to cause this congressional fighting because OCOs are unpopular in Congress, and OCO legislation is unpopular in Congress. That's going to cause this that's going to cause Obama's political capital decline, which is going to cause patent reform to not get passed, etc. Which is going to cause.
Also, Obama's PC is uniquely key.
And Obama's PC is uniquely key for the plan to get passed.
For
patent reform to get passed, and because that would lead to economic decline, which is turns structural violence and turns a case.
F has 743.
What was the last thing you said?